everybody. Wasn't that a great program? I'm so impressed with our alumni. I kind of wish I went to school here growing up. I'm really glad my kids are going here, though. We have 3 kids one's in college now, and 2 are still in Wylie, and I'm just so glad that they're going to school here and that they are receiving the benefits that all of these teachers provide for them and that our administration does, and that, like Luke said, the arts are so thriving here in our community, because he's right, you don't see that at every campus. So thank you, and thank you to all the alumni who played tonight. They were just fabulous. So I'm here to tell you a little bit about the donating part of this evening. And while working in my garden recently, I was trying to think about the growth of this foundation and what I might say to you tonight. And it had just rained outside, so thankfully I was in there to clean everything out. So my harvest was very easy because the soil was all damp. And I picked everything that was edible that day. I cleaned out whatever wasn't quite as successful as I was hoping. And then I dumped my first batch, my very first batch of homemade compost in that dirt. I've never done that. And I was a 4-H'er years ago too. So I was really proud of myself. I dumped it all in. I tilled it in. Eric will probably tell you he had to come out and start the 17-year-old tiller for me though, because I couldn't start it myself. But I got it all worked in, and now I'm ready to plant my winter crops here in Texas and watch them grow. Several years ago, someone else was busy growing a different kind of garden, and that was Becky Rentz. And Becky, thank you for everything you've done for the foundation. As president, she took a seed of an idea. She asked all of you and a whole lot of other people to believe in it. She nurtured it with love. She gave a lot of attention to detail. She planted it in this community of Wylie that cares so much about their children, and we've all watched it bloom. The first 3 foundation dinners that we had over at Wylie High School, they were wildly successful. You could say that the harvest from those dinners was plentiful. So Becky, thank you so much for your years and for your idea. And now we're in this great new facility. And Mr. Boone, I can't believe you don't have those lights on in the gym. You'll have to put those on after, because that gym is pretty amazing. But this facility is just great. And I had to ask when I came in case you're wondering, I don't even know where the bathrooms are. So they're right over there in the corner behind the yellow tablecloths, if anybody needs it. Now, I've served on this board since 2010. In the fall, Becky called me and she said, would you consider doing this? And I said, well, what do I need to do? Because I always ask that question. And I'm still here, and I've really enjoyed my time. But with the guidance of dedicated board members, your donor dollar has been and will continue to be wisely invested and distributed to our teachers and our students. Nearly $70,000 has already been awarded in scholarships to high school seniors and grants to fund teachers' brilliant ideas in assisting children in the classroom. You saw many examples of this when we showed you the slideshow put together by Tim. Thank you, Tim, for doing that. Our teachers' innovative ideas remind us that children learn in different ways. And even sometimes using a good old globe is a way to remind our kids that the world is round. I thought that was a great use of grant money this year. And also, don't you think school nurses need to get an increase for patients with jumping kids trying to do their screening tests? That was hilarious. That vision screening machine is a great example of a partnership. That grant was given by the Wylie Bulldogs Education Foundation in partnership with the Dodge Jones Foundation. Partnerships are a wonderful thing. So this summer, another seed was planted in a form of a partnership. Foundation board members listened to the needs of newly hired teachers at Wylie And we heard that supplies to make their classrooms both visually stimulating for students and organized for all those bodies in their rooms was difficult for a new teacher. To assist with this need, the foundation partnered with Abilene Regional Medical Center to welcome new teachers to the district. Hey, Mike Murphy, where are you? Did you know you have a new heart surgeon? This partnership allowed us to provide a gift card to assist with room expenses, an additional special gift from the hospital, a nice lunch for the teachers and administrators, and an opportunity for the new teachers to understand the Education Foundation and grant process opportunity. What a great partnership with a local business. So tonight we're asking you to be our partners, to help grow this foundation. Recognizing that there's different types of donors in every organization that I'm involved in, I would like you tonight to consider which one you might be. So I broke it down into 4 categories because I think everybody has something to give, and it's not necessarily always monetary. Sometimes it could be of your time. So the first type of donor you could be for the foundation is a time or a talent donor. Great examples of that are Tim gave his time to put together this slideshow. Michelle Center gave her time and made us a little gift I'll tell you about in a moment. Herbie Shaw, she painted this purple pumpkin for me years ago so that we could put donations in it. Just little things like that. You can be a donor of your time. Maybe you have time to sit on a subcommittee for this dinner. It takes a lot to put on this dinner. We need lots of people's time and talents. There's also jobs like people to help with our website coordination, or possibly to sit on our scholarship and teacher grant selection committee. Now the second type of donor that you might be, and I know you know who you are, is the shopper donor. Now the shopper donor is the person who's sitting in their chair right now, and they're wondering if somebody has outbid them at the silent auction. So you know who you are. We have a live auction coming up for the shopper donor right after this, and we'll give you a few minutes later to check your bids. So that's the second type of donor. The third type of donor is the online donor. And those are people who love to sit on their computer. They love to look at people's websites. So I had somebody make a slide for me so you don't forget where our website is. And you see that donate button? You can donate at the Wylie Bulldog's Education Foundation website every single day of the year if you want to. If your child comes home and says, I got an A on that test, Mom, maybe you should think about giving that teacher an honorary donation. Or maybe you have a loved one that was lost, or someone from the school that you hold in high esteem that you would like to honor by giving a donation. You can do that on our website. It's really easy. The fourth type of donor is the matching donor. And this is really, really important tonight because right before I came up here, I heard some great news. There's cards and envelopes on your table. I had them up here with me a moment ago. I'm going to see it. In these cards, or on these cards, there's a chance for you to donate tonight. And there's not one matching donor tonight, but 2 matching donors. Just found that out. So we have 2 anonymous donors who are willing to match the first $5,000 that goes into that pumpkin. So I'm going to be over there with that pumpkin waiting for you to come on by with your envelope. So think about how you might help tonight. Think about what type of donor you might be able to be. If you can fill out this card tonight and drop it in the purple pumpkin on the way out, I am going to give you a gift. And this gift was made by Michelle Center. We have several dozen of these. And there's all different kinds. And she made these necklaces and a set of earrings. So whoever would like one of these by giving a donation, you can just pick it up for me right over here. These 2 $5,000 matches would be great fertilizer for a growing education foundation. We appreciate anything you can do. So as I I'm going to plant in my freshly tilled garden, I ask you, is there any reason why you wouldn't consider giving a donation to a growing Wylie Bulldogs Education Foundation?